Tanisha, and I am back with another video. Hey girl. Hey. Got another wig. This time we have something short and pretty and sweet. Something a little copper. Something a little curly. So get into how this wig is looking straight out of the box. This is what the curls are given straight out of the box. This is a 5x5. So it's given 5x5. This is also a breathable cap. This wig did come pre-cut, so we don't have to do any extra work when it comes to that. The only thing we got to do is make sure these curls look good. So that's what we'll be working on today with this wig. Now, I'll tell you guys right now, I cannot give you any details on this wig besides that it's curly, copper, and a bob. I don't know the name to this wig, but I will make sure I put the description down in the comment, in my description box. All the information to this wig will be down there as soon as possible. When I post this, it definitely will be down. This wig is a glueless wig. So pre-cut, pre-curled. Everything is already done for you when it comes to this wig right here. So you don't have to worry about doing anything extraordinary besides putting it on. Like I said, I am going to show you guys how I decide to style this wig. I do believe that this is a 10-inch, given that it is extremely short. Take it that far. Get into the knots on this wig. The knots on this wig are extremely small, so you don't have to pre-bleach anything. You don't have to bleach or pluck or do anything extra when it comes to this wig here. So first step, what I want to do is put on my ball cap. As you can see, I have attempted to braid my locks down to make sure that my hair is nice and flat, because we don't want a wig that is humpy, lumpy, and full of bumps. So make sure that your hair is as flat as you could possibly get it. You can do ponytails, you can do braids. If you do braids, make sure you do enough braids to where your braids aren't sticking off your head looking as though you are a dinosaur, because that will affect the look of your wig when you get ready to put that on. Usual, I'm going in with my Ruby Kisses palette, and I will be putting that on my bald cap so that it can blend with my skin, because as you can see right now, Miss Little HD cap is a little too light skinned for my complexion, and I want my wig up underneath to look like scalp. So we're going in with this. I'm going in with a shade maybe one step darker than my skin, 2, who knows, but I would say go darker when it comes to doing this part, because it helps your transition of your wig look more like real hair or scalp, I'll say. So I'm not going to shampoo it because that's just going to prolong the process of doing all of this. I'm just going to go ahead and get my little water bottle and spray it while it is on my head. So the next step to putting it on is making sure that we are adjusting every strap on this wig. And you have 3. You have the 2 adjustables right here to make sure it fits, and then you have the adjustable strap. Now, like I normally tell you, flip your wig inside out. That's the easiest way to do it. Flip your whole entire wig inside out. Make sure your strap is at the nape of your head, and then just flip that downward. That's as easy as it gets. Pull your lace forward. Make sure nothing, no hair or anything is up under your lace. Make sure your combs are laying flat. If you want to have that extra security and you have hair, slip those combs in your hair. Shake it to make sure that it is not going anywhere, because that's what you want to do. That's the main key. Shake it to make sure it is not going to move. Make sure that everything, even around your ears, are comfortable. So adjust to the comfortability that suits you. And this is how it looks straight out of the box. So you know why. You know we're going to have to go and play with the girl a little bit. But this is what the curls give straight out of the box. It's a little holiday heartish. The girls that know. But we're gonna fix it. I'm going to show you how to fix it to make it look and suit you in a way. So we are a little up close and personal because we're going to do a few adjustments to things that we have going on up here. So as you can see, and if you can't, I'll explain what I'm talking about. In this area right here, there is a slight line of demarcation. I don't know if you can see it while it is on camera, but I can see it in person. And if you can see, if it looks just a little bit too light on your head, all you have to do is the same thing that you did to your wig cap or your bald cap, whatever you want to call it. Take your makeup from your palette that you have, your contour palette, and just dab that on there to make it blend to you. So we're going to go all around that edge to make it blend a little bit better, because we don't want that showing in person. You can get a color that actually matches your skin, or you can just go a shade or two darker. Well, I say a shade, not two. Don't go two. A shade darker than your actual complexion, especially if you have on makeup. Now if you're not wearing any makeup, find a shade that matches your skin perfectly so it can blend. And you're going to just dab that on, and as you can see, we get this right here. We're not going to glue anything down, but if you choose to glue anything down, use a glueless grip spray. I always go for my Erica J. Erica J is one of the best products on the market right now. But if you were to decide to do that and you want it to blend a little better, just get a little bit of a glueless spray and tap that on there. Tap that onto those edges that you already put that makeup on. Just like this. Not too much. You don't need a whole lot, because the hold and the grip on this wig is already phenomenal. And make sure you don't have any extra hairs laying down. It's okay to comb that back out of the way. And then lay it down. Next, after that, you want to go in with your band. And we're doing all this before we actually style. Go in with your band. Put that on. Make sure ain't no hair down there. And we're just going to let that sit there while we style the rest of this wig. Now, I'm a no baby hair girl, but if you decide that you wanted to do baby hairs, make sure you pull those out before you actually lay this down so it doesn't get stuck. And then just go on with the rest of the routine. So next, what I do is I typically play with the hair just to see which way I want my part to go, because I don't do a middle part. I never really do a middle part. I don't think it suits my face. So that is one of the main things that you should definitely take when it comes to styling your wig and styling it for you, because you are wearing a wig, not me. You're going to be wearing this wig. So what you want to do is play with it, look and see, because we have enough parting space in this to go as far. I'll say we can go, see, it's a track right here, so we can't go that far. So if you wanted to, You could part it to just about right above the arch in your eyebrow on each side of this wig, of the 5x5 parting section. So you can definitely part, do a little side part. So that's what I am going to do. I don't know if I want to do that or a flip over method, but just to show you guys, you do have that option in this wig to part and get a scalp. When it comes to curls, is I go ahead, because I'm going to be wetting this and restyling this, I go ahead and I just brush the curls out, because I don't want a generic look when I get ready to go in and wet this hair. I want it to look as naturally curly as possible. And to be honest with you, I don't know if this is a wand curl or if this is an actual loose curl kind of thing going on, but we gonna find out in this video. I am going to do a flip over kind of right-sided part in this, because I think I like that, especially with it being a bob. But we looking a little crazy here, and you're gonna look a little crazy. It's okay to look a little crazy to get that beauty side of it. But this wig is real full. This wig is really full for it to be as short as it is. It's extremely full, which is nice. I am loving that. The fullness of this wig is great. So get into that. That's what I love about Luvme hair. Their wigs never really give thin. Never. Especially after you've shampooed or manipulated it a little bit. It never gives thin. Maybe sometimes straight out of the box, because you know they have to process it and make it look real pretty when it comes to you. But what we do is we make our wigs look good for us. So do that. Brushed out. It's all brushed out. Now, if you do decide to change your part, make sure you have one of these. Make sure you have a hot comb to make that part stick, because the middle part is kind of a permanent part when they part it, which is great for the girls that don't know what they're doing and they just want something that's basic. So get your hot comb and just lay that whichever way you want it to go. If you need a little extra assistance, Luvme Hair does have a wax stick that you can use. Add that to your cart and just lay those flyaways down when you're trying to do your part, and to make it hold a little bit better. So just rub a little bit of that on there to make your hair go in the direction that it wants to go, and then go back in and hit it with your hot comb. So because I want my wig to lay a certain way, I have sectioned off my bang portion of it while I do this next step. You're going to need your dimming brush for this next step, and a water bottle or spray of whatever you can find, and just spray your hair, saturate it as much as you possibly can. Had to go get my towel. But we're going to spray this with the water all over our wig. To bring those curls back that we brushed out. And you're going to brush through them and watch them pop back to life. And I like this wig because the curl isn't too tight, especially given the style that it is in, which makes it really cute. Just keep spraying and do that through your whole entire head. Spray and brush, spray and brush, spray and brush. I'm going to spray and brush off camera, and when I come back, I'll be spraying this part last. So I'll come back and show you guys how I styled that portion and talk to you about what we are going to do next, because as you can see, we do have a little straggly ends left on here, and we're gonna fix that, and I'm gonna show you guys how to fix that up. So now that that is fully saturated water, if you choose to, you can go in with an oil, just light, not too much oil, and place that onto your hair to keep it nice and shiny. I usually do my Miss Jessie's pillow curls, but with this look I don't want to use that because I want my curls to still look in that loose wave kind of way. Now as you can see right here, like I said, it is a little bit of stragglies. So what we're going to do, because this is an asymmetrical bob, is cut downward in the way of our bob so that everything can be even and I don't have an extreme amount of loose hair hanging down. Now be careful when you do this, because you do have to remember that once your hair dries, it shrinks. So you don't want to cut too much off of here, because when it shrinks, you don't want to look like you have a mushroom head. Now we're going to go in with my bang, and we're going to spray her, fully saturate her with the same water. And I'm a flip over method kind of girly, so I like for my hair to look flipped over. So that's why I always choose to do a side part. And I feel like a side part just gives you a whole different kind of feel when it comes to your hair. It gives it more of a like classic feel. Gives it more character as well, I think, than just a basic middle part. Now middle part, don't get me wrong, a middle part can eat down, but for girls who have like I have a heart-shaped face, so with my heart-shaped face, a side part does do it for me. It suits my face. After you have done that, scrunch your curls up a little bit, get them back forming to the way that they were. When I won't necessarily say the way that they were, but scrunch them up just a little bit to get that curl in there. That's what I like to do before I go to this next step that I typically do. I have styled this in the direction that I want it to go, that suits me. You have styled this in the direction that you want it to go to suit you, whether it's a left part, right part, middle part, whatever you like to do. Okay, next, so my hair dries a little quicker, I go in with my diffuser and I diffuse my curls. So how you do this is you go in with this part right here, turn it on, and just let it sit there and blow. And there you have it, a more realistic look to your curly bob situation. It looks really nice. get into those curls. They did come back. So we don't have to sit up here and freak out about that happening. Your curls will come back with a little TLC if you brush them out, want to wet them. But get into the asymmetrical bob situation we got going on here. I like this one. This one looks more realistic, more natural. My hairline is really, really thin, really, really small with the knots and the whole situation going on. All in all, I will give this one a 8 out of 10. I like it. This hair is soft, really, really soft, really, really bouncy. The cap is fitting the way we need it to fit. So yeah.